Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm Emma, and I know it has been a really long time since I have uploaded a video. The past almost year, like 8 months, have been absolutely crazy for me. A lot has happened in my personal life, a lot has happened academically, work-wise, obviously COVID. So I am back. I am super excited for this summer. I have a lot of really great content coming for you guys. And yeah, so before I get too far into this intro, I just want to say if I sound kind of congested, I am. Allergy season is in full swing up here in Rochester, and in addition to just the outdoors all blossoming and blooming wonderfully, I do live with a cat, and I am very allergic to cats. And he's so cute and snuggly, it's hard not to love on him. So I'm suffering the consequences, but it's okay. So I'm here to talk to you about my sophomore/junior year, kind of do a recap of that, what classes I took, highs, lows, all that jazz, and also kind of update you on what my plans are right now, what I'm up to now, and what my plans are for the summer. So let's just get right into it. So my sophomore/junior year. First of all, why am I calling it that? So to start off, I am graduating a year early. So I think I've mentioned this a few times in some other videos, but for those of you who are new here, I'm an advertising and public relations major at RIT, so the Rochester Institute of Technology up here in Rochester, New York. And I am graduating 1 full year early, so I'm doing my undergrad in 3 years. I technically already almost have enough credits to graduate because I came in with so many from high school, all my APs. So definitely take your APs and get good scores on them. If you can hear Murray in the background, he is very talkative. Oh no. Next year is my senior year, which has been crazy, and then my first year was definitely very much so my freshman year. I was really new to everything. I was rushing a sorority. It was just absolute craziness. So this past year, I had settled into things. I had kind of gotten the hang of being a college student, being away from home. So that was kind of my sophomore/junior year of college, my second and third year of college. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the classes I took, what I learned, things like that. So fall 2020, I have them written down here, so I'm looking. Qualitative research methods, copywriting and visualization, statistics 2, media planning, and theories of communication. My favorite class from that semester was definitely copywriting and visualization. It was such a fun class. That was the first time I felt like I was really learning the hard skills that were going to be applicable in my major. I was learning about how to apply typography and text to make an ad visually appealing, to make it interesting to the eye, to make it more compelling. That was a really fun class. Statistics too, not my favorite thing ever. Really was not enjoyable. I really hate math, but I did somehow get a pretty good grade in that class. Don't plan on ever using that. Media planning was interesting. That was learning about how to run a campaign and what media outlets you would use for that. And the theories of comm was really interesting because the professor did a really good job of applying modern day examples to these decades old theories. Okay, you can probably still hear the cat, but we're gonna power through. It does sound like a baby crying, but okay, so then this past spring semester, again, I'm looking down at the paper, I don't want to forget anything. I took quantitative research methods, campaign management and planning, social media analytics and research, literature, culture, and media, global marketing, digital marketing, and then my wellness was horseback riding. So I did take a full 18 credit course load this past semester. It was absolutely crazy. Probably my hardest semester academically. All of the classes I was taking were really rigorous. I actually did take a grad level class this semester. My social media class was a graduate course, which honestly didn't know until I walked in the room and I was the only undergrad. So that was fun. But that was a really fun class to take. It was the first social media focused class I'd ever taken, and it was so much fun. But I think my favorite class that I took was campaign management and planning. I actually got to work with a local junior hockey team in the area to build an integrated marketing campaign for their new all-girls program within their hockey team. So that was super fun, and I will actually be working for them next fall in a social media internship position, so I'm really excited about that. Digital marketing was also really fun. I got to build a personal brand website, which I've actually been meaning to do for over a year now, so it was kind of nice that I got to be graded for it, and it encouraged me and pushed me to do it sooner. Probably would have been pushed to the back burner had I not done it in this class, so that was really fun. So that was the academic side. Overall, I did really well. I would definitely utilize the pass-fail option that RIT still gave us because of COVID. I cut myself a little bit of slack just because we were still in a pandemic, and that was mentally tolling, and just this past year has been really emotionally tolling for me just because of some personal things going on in my life. So gave myself some grace, cut myself some slack, and I actually did pretty well overall. So in terms of what I was doing for work, so some of you may know I used to work at the daycare on campus, Margaret's house, which was so much fun. The kids were absolutely so sweet, and I got really close with a few of them, but sadly that just didn't really work out for me in terms of like my schedule and physical demand that it asked of its workers. And they also weren't having student employees last semester, fall semester. So since I kind of want to work in social media and do YouTube and manage social media, I decided from the encouragement of my parents, I actually reached out to the head of RIT social media and just said, hey, my name is Emma. I actually make YouTube videos about RIT. They've done pretty well. Anyway, I could potentially work for you or do some sort of collaboration. And they returned my email quite quickly, and they said, your work precedes you, and we actually already knew about you and we're planning on reaching out. And from there, they actually had a student employee position open in their office for it, and I got the job, and I have been working there for almost a year now. Just about when I uploaded my last video, my sorority house room tour, I got that job, so that was super exciting, and I have loved every single second of it. It has been such a joy to work there. I feel like I'm really getting a lot of great experience in terms of my career path. I'm building up my portfolio every day, and it has been just such a great experience working there. The hours were super flexible. I love my bosses, so it's been overall a great experience. And in addition to that, I was also working as a TA, one of my favorite professors, for her public relations writing class. I took that class spring of 2020, and I did really well. That was my favorite class that semester, so she reached out and asked me if I wanted to be a TA, and took up the offer. And so I had a lot of fun grading and helping students with their projects. Over the past year, I worked there fall and spring semester, so that was a really great experience. So busy this year. I was working 2 jobs. I had a 17 or 18 credit course load, and I was on e-board for my sorority both semesters. Quite a crazy year. And so in terms of AZD, let's talk about that a little bit. Okay, so I did get a little last fall. Her name is Cece. Cece, if you're watching this, I miss you. I can't wait to see you. I did get to do our big little in person. I'll insert some photos of that night, which was so exciting. And she actually did get a chance to move in to the house in the spring, which was so much fun. We have very quickly become 2 little peas in a pod. I've been really lucky to have such a great relationship with my little. I have a great relationship with my big, so hopefully we'll continue that, because she's hopefully, fingers crossed, getting a little this fall. When she moved in the spring, it was so much fun because I got to live with her for a whole semester. She was just down the stairs, and she will be there we'll both be in the house in the fall as well. And my best friend Maggie will be moving in, and we'll be roommates in the fall as well. It will be my 4th semester living in the house. One of the semesters was cut short, so it was like only 8 weeks, was spring 2020. So I kind of don't even really count that one. I didn't really want to move into either an off-campus. I couldn't move into off-campus because a few of my scholarships require me to live in on-campus housing for 3 years. Other on-campus housing is great and it's really nice, but just I didn't really have any friends to move in there with because all of my friends are going to be living in the house, and my close friends. So I decided to just stay in the house. It helps my sorority out too, filling a spot. So it all just worked out, and I'm really excited. But also, speaking of sorority, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I am the membership vice president of my sorority. So that involves all things recruitment. So also, some people call it recruitment vice president as well. And that is an e-board position. So this is my second term on e-board, and I absolutely love it. I loved getting to plan our virtual spring recruitment. That's our informal, so it's a little bit more laid back. It's normally held at our house. Obviously, because of COVID, we couldn't have that, but it was really fun, really stressful just because of Zoom and like having to run a Zoom, breakout rooms, and all that kind of stuff was really stressful, but it turned out amazing. We got 5 amazing new sisters, and they have fit so well into our chapter. That was a really, really fun experience, and I'm so excited to plan and host our recruitment in the fall because it's gonna be mostly in person, and I am just so excited. So I actually have our recruitment convention this weekend. It's virtual. So I just got off of that like an hour ago. So in terms of, as I mentioned, kind of COVID at school, obviously they were really strict about guest policies and rules about wearing masks on campus and all that kind of COVID safety stuff, which was good because our numbers were overall really low. And then starting in the spring, they had every student get tested for COVID weekly with these rapid tests, which was really nice. And then they also had the regular PCR tests. They would test randomly sometimes if there was an outbreak. But overall, RIT did really, really, really well in terms of mitigating the spread of COVID on campus and within the student population. So I felt really safe, and I'm really excited because next fall, they have already announced that as of like a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks, people who have been vaccinated no longer have to wear their mask on campus. So that's super, 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 super exciting. And makes me really excited for what the fall is going to look like. I think my last semester on campus is going to be really, really fun. Oh my gosh, I need to talk about what I'm doing this summer. Okay, back up a bit, Emma. So I am doing my co-op. So for those of you who do not know what that means, it is a cooperative education experience, which means you work at a company for a set amount of time, and it is a graduation requirement through RIT. So my co-op requirement is only 3 months, so a 12-week period. I have to work 350 hours total, so that I'm working about 35 hours a week for 12 weeks, so I'll work more than the 350 hours, but it does give me some flexibility to take a week off in July to actually go see Cece. And so I'm really excited because I'm actually working at RIT social media. So I'm doing my co-op with them. I very easily transitioned from a student employee to a full-time co-op. And I actually get to be in the office now instead of fully remote, which is really exciting. And I am about, let's see, how many weeks in am I? I just finished up my second week of work. I did have the 4-day weekend of Memorial Day. I went to Florida, which was so much fun. And so I finished my second week, so I'm really enjoying that. It's definitely, it's different than I expected, and just not the job. The job is everything I expected and more, and I'm literally loving it. It's so much fun. But it's definitely weird being away from home and not being at school. So I'm still up in Rochester, and I'm living in an off-campus house, which is really fun. I just recently got a car. Let's get a picture. Her name's Ollie, or Olive, my little black Olive, and she's a 2010 Nissan Rogue SL, all-wheel drive. And I love her so much, and she's so cute. So I feel like I've been saying, like, I feel like I'm playing pretend because I live in a house, I have a job, I have a car, I go grocery shopping. Like, what? Like, this is so weird. But I'm really enjoying it, but it definitely is a little bit lonely, just because my closest friends aren't up here for the summer, but I'm making the most of it, and just having a really good time working and building up my portfolio and making money, which is really fun. So that's what I'm doing this summer. But as I was saying, one of my goals for this summer, because I'm working full time, I have some extra free time, like in the mornings and at night. So I'm hopefully, probably next week, gonna be joining a gym. Don't really know where yet. Joining a gym so I can be going to the gym more, getting getting fit and really focusing on like my health and wellness. I don't really want to focus on like weight loss, more so just getting stronger and being healthier. So I'm really excited about that. If you have any recommendations on terms of like types of workout, like workouts, whether you like CrossFit or like workout classes or spin classes or swimming or whatever, let me know. I'm always looking for new fun ways of working out. I hate running. If anyone has any recommendations that do not involve running or limited running, very interested because I don't like running at all. So okay, I know this video was kind of all over the place, but I have a bunch of content coming that would have just kind of seemed random if I didn't post something before I posted all of that. So next week I have like a career goals video and a work week in my life and all that kind of stuff. So if there's anything that you guys want to see from me, being I'm up here, I'm 5 minutes from campus, I work on campus, so if there's anything you want to see about college or co-op or / internship, if you're interested in health and the health and wellness kind of side of things, that journey that you'll go on with me on, I am more than willing to film. I have a lot of free time now, so I'm really looking to get back into filming more regularly. And I know at the end of my video last fall, I literally said I'm going to be starting to post weekly, and that quite literally never happened. So I'm not going to promise a video schedule. I have one in mind. I'm not going to say it because if it doesn't happen, I don't want to feel bad. But I have one in mind that I'm going to try to stick to for about a month and see if it works for me, see if it works for my schedule, my work ethic, things like that. So hopefully it'll work. I'm positive. I have a positive outlook. I'm excited. So we'll see how that goes. But beyond that, just let me know if you guys have any questions about school, RIT. My DMs are always open. I know that back to school is coming very quickly, so I'll be making a bunch of back to school videos closer to July. But if you guys want to see anything more immediate or anything like right now, I can totally make like a Q&A RIT college student video if that's something that it would be of interest for you guys. So let me know. But I'm really excited to be back on here. I missed this. I missed being on YouTube. So yeah, I wish you all well, happy summer, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.